So now we're in the last section of chapter 3 of probability activities and looking at kind of a situation that might happen in real life if you just reach into a sock drawer and pull out socks and hope for a matched pair in the morning. And so we're going to kind of use a scenario like that. And Sorcha apparently has 8 red and 4 green socks in the drawer. And in the morning, it's dark in his room, and she blindly chooses one sock and then a second sock. So this is non-replacement probability. And really what we want to ask is, what's the probability that you actually get a match pair? So let's just make a quick tree diagram. So we got the green socks and the red socks. So say we have a red sock pulled out or a green sock pulled out. And if we have 8 red and 4 green, there's 12 socks, 8 of them red. So 8 out of 12 red, 4 out of 12 green. So the first draw, pull out a sock, it's going to be red or green. But then we draw again without putting the sock back. So it says non-replacement. Pull a sock out, don't put it back. So now there's only 11 socks. In this case now, if we pull the red one out, there's only 7 red, and there's still 4 green. And in this case, if we pull the green one out first, there's still 8 red, but there's only 3 green. And so there's my tree diagram that I need for solving this problem. So, and we're looking for a matched pair. So really all I care about is red, red, or green, green. So there's only 2 branches I'm going to actually calculate in this case, because the question's asking me what's the chance that I get a matched pair. So I have a 8/12 for the red times 7/11 for the green. So I got 56 out of 132 of choosing red, red. And for the green, green, 4/12 times 3/11. So 12 out of 132. And so I need to put these two together because either one works. Either one is a matched pair. So I have the 56 out of 132 plus the 12 out of 132, or 68 out of 132. And I think that fraction reduces to at least 34 out of 66, and that still reduces to 17 out of 33. So there's my final probability. I'm going to go ahead and do that as a percent. 17 divided by 33. So it looks like I have about a 51% chance of pulling out a matched pair. So that's my probability of that 17 out of 33, or about 51% chance of that happening, which is not too bad. Got almost 50-50 chance of getting a matched pair of socks if you use that random method to find socks out of your sock drawer. Now it says to improve her probability of choosing a matched pair, she buys 2 more pairs of green socks. So now we want to know what the probability is of choosing a pair now. So we just added 2 more pairs of green socks. So 2 more pairs of green socks, I'm assuming, means pairs. So that's 4 more socks. So now we actually have 8 red and 8 green. So let's see if that helped the situation. So we added 2 more pairs. That's 4 more socks. We actually have an equal number of each. So it's 16 socks. Half of them are red, half of them are green. So let's see what happens. Just make it more likely that we're going to get a matched pair. Let's see. So red, green, 8 out of 16, 8 out of 16, red, green, Okay, took a red one out, 7 out of 15, 8 out of 15, because we didn't take a green one out. This one we took a green one out, we have 8 out of 15, and here we have 7 out of 15. So what's our probabilities? Red, red, 8 times 8/16 times 7/15. So we got 56 over 16 times 15 is 240. And again, the only other one we care about is the green, green, because we want a matched pair. So we have 8 out of 16 times 7 out of 15, which again is 56 out of 240. We're going to put these two together, because again, we just care about getting matched pair. So now we have the 56 out of 240 plus 56 out of 240, which is 112 out of 240, which reduces, in this case, to 56 out of 120, which reduces to 28 out of 60, which reduces to 14 out of 30, which reduces to 7 out of 15. Okay, so there's our smallest, 7 out of 15. Let's see, is that any better? 7 divided by 15 is 47%. So did Sorcha help herself by adding socks in this case? Doesn't look like it. Because before she had a 51% chance of choosing a match, now it's 47% chance of choosing a match. Now why is that? Why would adding socks make it not as likely to have a matched pair in this case? Well, you might think of it this way. When we had more of one type of sock than the other, you really had a much greater chance of choosing 2 reds than you did of choosing 2 greens. And so that just makes it probably just a little bit more likely for this scenario, because you're not pulling, there's not as many greens in there to pull out. And so it just gives you a little bit better chance if you have actually an unequal amount in there. Now, I'm going to leave this question here for you to figure out, because here's the question. How many socks would Sorcha need to pull out of the drawer to guarantee getting a matched pair? How many do you have to pull out before you're absolutely certain that you will have a matched pair of socks? And if you think about it, it isn't all of the socks. You don't have to pull out every single sock before you're sure that you have a matched pair. So I'll leave that one for you to solve.